When do you think, like, if a party has a statutory debt, what's your view as to when they should be pursuing it through the court as a statutory debt, or is there any instances where they might still go through adjudication?
So just to clarify your question,
Restate it as you've seen.
well, you can't have a statutory debt adjudicated. So I think what you mean to ask is whether a situation arises where you may be eligible to have a statutory debt by way of a payment schedule not being issued, for example. When should it go to adjudication instead of being run through the courts?
So when might you then serve the Section 17(2) notice to say, well, despite that, waiving that statutory right, and I'm going to go through adjudication?
It should be sent to adjudication when there is a clear entitlement, when there's no cloudiness about whether the Security of Payments Act might apply, and also ideally when there is a very clear method within the contractual documents for the adjudicator to value that work, and you have done that work, and you're clearly entitled to be paid for it. These are questions that perhaps are best asked by a construction or asked of a construction lawyer before you send it to adjudication, but they're not complex questions. Upon the review of the documents, relatively quickly we can tell you which is the correct way to go.
And it is a case-by-case
It is
basis.
definitely a case-by-case basis.
And sometimes going down that adjudication path may actually be a quicker way of getting the judgment debt or getting the determination.
That's right.
Because
both quicker and more economically or commercially viable in some cases.
If you do have a statutory debt by virtue of a party not responding to a payment claim, I certainly love sending out a detailed security payment letter of demand, and really spelling it out as to why those rights exist, and if we do have to go further, what the prohibitions are on them.
Well, you should be doing, in my view, you should be doing that either way, whether you intend to take it to adjudication or intend to enforce it as a statutory debt, because the letter is in no way an election. You can immediately put the other party on notice that you intend to recover it as a statutory debt, and then switch it to adjudication if you so choose.
Yeah, quite often you'll get some response from that sort of letter, either a payment or someone's engaging with you to negotiate.
That's right.
Finalise something, so it can be very effective.
Yes.